Hi guys, hope everyone is doing well. I am running out of things to do in this isolation, and I really hope that it ends soon. But that said, I think it is having a pretty positive effect, and I do see not just myself but others also doing some deep introspection, some much needed changes in their lives. And I sense that, in a way, this time we have for ourselves, um, it's really going to help in kind of understanding ourselves better, and maybe taking certain decisions in life in future to see our best and highest path. Really wanted to get that out there today because I'm in that zone myself. Okay, right now let's start with our pick a card. Today I wanted to look at the topic, um, what message does your soul have for you, right? Your deepest core, your inner self. What does your soul want to tell you today? What message does it have for you? Right, I want you to concentrate on that question, and please pick your pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1 is the clear quartz wand. Pile 2 is the rose quartz. Pile 3 is the selenite wand. Right? Please pause your videos. Concentrate on the question. What message does your soul have for you today? Okay, let's start. So yeah, pile number 1 with the clear quartz wand. What message does your soul have for you today? Intention behind a mask. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. The Lovers. Princess of Swords or Page of Swords. Eight of Cups. And realization, right? Okay, so pile 1, what does your soul want you to know at this time? Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, pile 1, is that maybe you guys have had a tendency to hide behind masks in your past, or maybe even now, okay? If that is the case, if you are still doing it right now, then you are asked to walk away from this at this point. Okay, you need to take off your mask, see who you really are, what you really want in your life, and then move on from who you used to be. Meaning, if you were being inauthentic with yourself, if you were going by thoughts, feelings, decisions, by way or by influenced by other people, by society, by traditions, by culture. You are asked to throw away that mask, to move away from being inauthentic and move on to being a more authentic self. All right. Now, if you have not done that, they are telling you, your soul is telling you that it's going to happen anyways. All right. You are coming to a turning point in the road, pile one, where you will have to make a choice. Do you want to stay all your life hidden behind this mask, or do you want to go the way of self realization? All right. This pile is very clear to me in a sense, because this is, you are reaching a turning point. Your soul wants you to know, pile one, that you are reaching a turning point where not being true to yourself is no longer going to be satisfying you. Okay. Yes, there might be a lot of investment done in a life like this, where you have probably built up a lot of things in your life according to standards, other people's standards, right? Maybe you have done gone into a certain career, maybe married, or maybe I don't know, anything, right? Maybe you've done things without really even thinking. Maybe some of you don't even know you have a mask. Your soul is asking you to shed that mask, at least with itself. It's asking you to let itself out. Your soul is asking you to let yourself out, to walk away from inauthenticity. It says the past is now behind you, release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I sense for a lot of you that there might have been, or there is, a turning point happening as we speak, right? Or it might have just happened where you might have had to face walking away from something that you had invested quite a bit in. It could have been a relationship, it could have been a job, it could have been anything, finances or family matters, whatever it was, I sense that with the red here, I feel that this was something that was very foundational to you. And because it did not work out, now you are probably confused as to why. Why did it not work out? Why did you have to walk away from something that you worked so hard for, that you were passionately interested in, that you put in a lot of your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical energies into? Why did it not work out? To me, this card is a lot like the Tower card, to be frank. I don't know why. It's eight of Cups, but it's too raw to be a Eight of Cups. And then we also have this card, which is again a red, saying the same thing. The reason why pile one, you had to come to this crossroads where something that you had really put in a lot of effort into did not work out, is because there was something fundamentally wrong with the foundation, with the foundations of that achievement. Possibly, please take it as it resonates, okay? Possibly, it was not something that your soul truly wanted, okay? It was not. It's possible for a lot of you, it might have been a relationship, I sense, okay? Maybe you're seeking reasons for why it did not work out, okay? Your soul wants to say that there was something in this connection, if it's a relationship, there was something in this connection which was not serving your highest purpose, which was not something you authentically wanted. Maybe you need to introspect a little bit to understand why. Why is it that it was not something that was for your highest good? Was it because you were overgiving? Was it because of control issues? Was it codependency? What is it? The same applies for maybe careers or businesses, whatever. Please apply it as it fits. Something in the core foundation was not in alignment to your truest and highest self, pile one. And that is why you have had to walk away from something you built up, from something you emotionally invested in for quite a while, I sense. However, a new path is available to you. I do sense the lovers is also about a choice. If you realize that there was something here that was not in alignment with yourself, you get to choose a different path now. And that path is the path to realization, right? I can see this as it's a keyhole actually, but it's also a doorway. It's a doorway leading to the sun, to the sunlight. This is a realization of your true self coming to you, pile one. Your soul wants you to know that you are coming in true realization of yourself. You are leaving behind the masks and you are setting forth on this journey of self-realization. Yes, it might seem a little dark. Everything is not known here. The path is starry, however, but it is not lit. But once you travel this path for a while, you will reach the sun. Because this is an opening for your soul to emerge, your real self, your true self. Your soul is asking you to realize itself, to realize yourself, to forget the masks, to let your real self shine. I am seeing with the Page of Swords here, I feel that you might get into a lot of reading, studying, hunting for information, things like that on this journey to realization. Maybe you read books, maybe you read spiritual books or whatever kind of books you like to read. Maybe it's self-help, motivational, whatever it is. I'm sensing that you are on that point where you have chosen to journey to self-realization. You have left behind, for a lot of you I sense, you might be in any of these stages, but for a lot of you, I'm sensing that you have left behind the past of being inauthentic to yourself. Okay? You are now seeking your truest happiness, your highest happiness, and you have chosen self-love. That's beautiful. You have chosen self-love with this turning point that has happened in your life, pile one. And I congratulate you for that, because it's not an easy task to choose to be authentic to oneself when the whole world possibly is, wanting you to go a certain way, right? It's not easy. But I sense for a lot of you, you have already made that choice. You've left behind this unfulfilling past, whatever it was, whether it was a relationship, a marriage, a career, a business, friendships, whatever it was. Something you had invested in. You have decided to leave it behind. And this is the central card, and this is the card of choice. You have chosen love. You have chosen love for yourself, for your soul, and embarked on this journey to self-realization, pile one. And your soul wants you to know that, because it is abounding. It is happy that you have finally started seeking it, that you have finally made a pathway for your soul to emerge. I do sense that it's going to be a journey, but you are going to be supported by the universe, by your spirit guides, by your angels, by a lot of signs and synchronicities on the way. You are not going to be alone. You are going to be supported every single step of the way on this journey, on this beautiful, magical journey, pile one. You have not taken the wrong road. In fact, you have walked away from something that was not serving you, that was not for your highest good. You have walked into magic, basically. That is what I'm hearing. When you are in alignment with your soul, with your deepest self, you walk the path of magic, pile one. And I sense you have stepped into that doorway and made that choice. If you haven't yet done it, you are going to do it very soon. And that is going to lead you on a journey of happiness, fulfillment, magic, love, mystery, so many beautiful things, and ultimately sunlight, joy. The path may be a little like a roadless travel. It might not be very, something, it might not be something tried and tested, but you are going to do it. You are doing it. For a lot of you, you're doing it already. And 3 is a very powerful number. You have chosen to take the road less traveled, pile one. Okay, on your journey, I sense you are going to be fearlessly truthful, not only to yourself but to others, without hurting them, of course. But with this card, I'm sensing a whole lot of truth, serenity. Going with your soul, going with your deepest self is going to bring you a lot of clarity, a lot of strength, and also knowledge. I'm seeing this as you searching for knowledge on the path and finding it. Number 6 is the number of love, and you have chosen self-love at this point. The highest love is yourself first. You have chosen that. For some of you, I am getting that you having made this choice to love yourself now, to be your authentic self, to do what you really, really want to do from your heart and soul, is intrinsically, this choice is you showing loyalty, dedication, and true love to your own self, which is in turn going to give you the gift of a partner who loves you the way you love yourself. So you have taken the first step towards true love, pile one. Okay, you no longer hide behind masks, and because you had the courage to love yourself and remove yourself from a situation which was not really making you happy or was limiting you in some way, because you chose love, happiness, joy, and authenticity for yourself, now the universe would return it right back to you in the form of more self-expression, fearlessness, confidence, and or also a partner who loves you just the way you love yourself. An equal love. It says the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. This is what I was talking about. The past is gone. A new path is available to you. Follow it with faith. Faith can move miracles, can make miracles happen. It can move mountains, right? Keep the faith. Keep the faith within. Keep the faith in yourself, because your soul knows the exact path to follow for your highest happiness. And I sense, pile one, that you have chosen that path. If you haven't, you will very soon do that. Okay? I am getting this as the major message for you, pile one. So if you've already done this, many congratulations, because it's not an easy road. It's always so much easier to hide behind the mask, to take the road which is well trod upon, to be in sync with people's expectations of you, all of that. But you guys are warriors. You are people who think out of the box, and you've made that choice now. After living a life, maybe, or living a circumstance which was not for your highest good, you have made this choice to go your own way. And what your soul wants you to know is that you are going to find incredible fulfillment and love and happiness and joy. So don't think of the past, right? Release it and embrace all of these new possibilities that are on the path for you. Be fearless and do it. Right? Wow. Right, so let's go to pile 2. Okay, so pile 2 with the rose quartz wand. People, the loving man. Six of Pentacles. The Chariot. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. The Star. And discernment. Okay. Right, so pile number 2. Please excuse my throat, guys. I don't know. I think I talk too much. That's why it's end of the day, it is raw. Maybe I should keep water with myself. I'll do it next time. Anyways, please bear with me till then. Okay. Pile 2, what I'm sensing from this, what your soul wants you to know, is actually the message coming through all at once. It's that you guys, I think, are incredibly driven people. Ambitious, driven, active, always on the go. All right? And I sense that that is the kind of nature that you kind of are used to. You're used to doing that in relationships as well. Okay, so I'm seeing all this red here. Okay, and I see a whole lot of impatience, a whole lot of passion, a whole lot of action. It's Mars energy, right? The red planet, fire, aggression. Okay, I'm seeing so much of impatience, anger, etc., etc., and I sense that somewhere it trickles into your relationships as well. Meaning, maybe you guys end up having goals or expectations or over expectations from your relationships as well. Now, what your soul wants you to know is that you need to discern, you need to relax, you need to calm down, especially in the area of relationships. Okay, it is saying use your discernment. right? Make choices which are wise when it comes to relationships. Do not be impatient. Do not hurry. Come into balance. Come into balance. It says friendship here. It says nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Exactly. Relationships are not always about passion and action and, all that fire all the time. Yeah, passion is good, definitely. But, there are times when you need to relax and just, take it easy. I sense that your soul at this moment is trying to tell you to come into balance, pile 2. With a loving man, I am seeing that you do have good relationships. If you don't yet, if you're not partnered right now, there will be someone who will come into your life. I see this person holding roses, so there is true love that is going to come into your life, but you guys need to come into balance before that. Love is not a race. Marriage is not a race. When you find the right person is the best time to be with that person. That's what your soul is trying to tell you. Use your discernment. Maybe, in your pursuit of the perfect relationship or an expected relationship or marriage, you might forego true happiness, true love, right? Because maybe some of you have timetables to it. Maybe you want, because you are a certain age or you're at a certain phase or stage in life, you want to do things quickly. But calm down, be at peace, because this that you want is going to come to you. It will come to you when the time is right. I really don't want to laugh at divine timing because I really believe in that. From a higher vantage point, we don't know exactly why divine timing is so beneficial for us. But only when we look from above, maybe have a bird's eye view, would we know that it was a perfect time for certain things to happen. And had they happened before or after they happened, they would not have impacted you in a beneficial way. So I definitely believe in divine timing. It requires patience, yes, but that is the main thing that pile number 2, your soul wants to tell you. Be patient. Don't lose out on the right opportunities by taking the wrong opportunities just because you're impatient. When it comes to relationships, nurture friendship first and then jump into love. Don't be so, when you use a gear vehicle with a gear, you first go to first gear, then second, then third, then fourth. In this case, pile 2, I sense you might just be hitting the 5th gear or 4th gear right in the beginning. Okay, for some of you, I feel. And frankly, I don't blame you. I've been there and I know how it feels. But, we learn, we live and learn, right? So this is typically what I'm actually flashing back to at this point. That, when it comes to relationships, guys, nurture friendship first, okay? Be calm, be easy, take it easy, okay? Don't rush towards conclusions, ASAP. Stay in balance, stay peaceful, stay calm and discerning. And the relationship is going to flow into something very beautiful afterwards for a long time to come. This is the way to actually nurture relationships, pile 2. I mean, that's what I hear your soul saying. That it's not going to be a love at first sight situation. It generally mostly isn't. in most cases, you need to nurture relationships. You need to watch them unfold over a period of time without wanting to pin a person down or, try to get them to commit or get yourself to commit, because the there's no time, right? That's exactly what these cards are saying. It's there for you. It's coming to you. But you are probably in a fear mentality that when it comes, grab it. It doesn't work like that. That's what your soul wants to tell you, pile 2. Come into balance. Explore the friendship area. Really, truly see the person for what they are. And that will happen only when you are connected to a person on a very relaxed level. When you're always going to be, like all tied up, all anxious, and, full of the kind of angst, you will not know the person for what they are, nor will you show them who you really are as well. It's going to be just this whole fiery, sudden, passionate thing, and then when you land up in that relationship or marriage or whatever it is, you suddenly realize that, that person is not what they are, what they showed you, nor are you, because you showed your best self. You did not break into the connection. When you break into the connection is when you are friends with that person. I'm getting this very strongly in this pile, that it's not all about just the externals. It's the internal self. It's your soul that you need to show to the person you love. And I sense this is a lot to do with relationship, romantic ones. But even if they're not, this could be just friendship. You need to show your core self. You need to be, it's not going to be about surface level. Be in balance. Come into balance with yourself and be balanced about this relationship. Explore the friendship aspect of it. Be discerning about, whether you really even want to get into a connection with someone or not. And just because of a certain hurry, you are doing it. For some of you, I also sense that. So guys, pile 2, very strongly, relax. Be at peace. This peace, hope, love, all of these things are there for you. Passion as well. It's all there for you, but it is going to come in the right time, and it is going to come when you are in balance with your own self. If you're not in balance with yourself, you're going to end up attracting the wrong person or the wrong people. Know yourself first. Be friendly with your own self. Explore your own self. Be friends with the inner you. I think you have neglected that, pile 2. So what I'm getting here is that, there is a lot of progress that you are going to make once you come into balance, pile 2, right? You have love, you have peace, you have hope, you have everything. But you need to stop watching the clock first. And second, be unafraid to show your true self, because people are going to love you for what you are at your core. And that will always be a relationship that lasts a very long period of time with no conflicts, with peace. Because it's based on the bond of friendship. Friends and then love. It's the most beautiful thing. So this is what I'm getting for you, pile 2. Wow, it was interesting. I definitely learnt quite a bit from this. All right. Let's see. Pile number 3 now. Pile number 3 with the Selenite wand. Consciousness, optimism. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Nine of Cups. Six of Swords. The Sun. Wow, this is an amazing pile, I must say. And balance, right? I get it. Okay, so pile number 3. Pile number 3, I feel that you guys are having a bit of a hard time waiting for something to happen. It's possible you have wished for something. It's possible you have been working on something, manifesting something. But somehow, it's all taking time. And that's the reason your balance is kind of teetering, you're going up and down. You're trying too hard, to make this wish come true. And in the process, I sense that, your balance is kind of going off, all right? I feel that you have periods of optimism, and then you have periods of just giving up, feeling like just giving up. Oh, it's never going to happen, And all of it is because it's taking time, all right? Now, what your soul wants you to know, that this is coming, all right? This is a very straightforward message. It's coming. There is no way there is stopping this, all right? With the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, and with the Sun card here, this is the Sun, and there is a horse-drawn carriage coming straight towards her, and she's probably asking for her wish to be fulfilled from the Sun, and this is on its way. Okay, now in this card as well, in the consciousness card, I see almost the same thing. I'm seeing a ray of light here, and this person waiting for that light, maybe it's someone she's waiting for, maybe it's something, some news, something. This is coming. There is no doubt about it, right? There is, this wish has been granted, whatever it is that you have been waiting for, pile 3, that you have worked for, that you have been manifesting. This wish is coming true, but your soul wants you to know that you need to come into balance during this time before it actually manifests. Because here I'm sensing, it's almost like this is the balance card here. One day you're optimistic, you're optimistic. The other day you give up, right? Six of Swords. So you need to come into balance. You need to come into neutrality. And, it's like your emotions are swinging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're not. And it's just a whole lot of confusion happening somewhere. And your soul wants you to know to dig deep into your consciousness and, get in touch with your optimism. Get in touch with the core self of yours that knows that this wish, this dream, this whatever it is you're waiting for is already granted. Be in the vibration of expecting it to happen, okay? And without any doubts, if that is possible for you guys. Only when you accept that this is going to happen to you, will you come out of this energy of going back and forth about whether this is going to manifest or not. Okay, and for all you know, when you get into this negative vibration, you push the outcome of this situation a little further. It's going to come. I sense from all these cards, these are all yellows, this is a burst of joy. Okay, I sense that this is definitely coming to you, but what do you do in the meantime? I'm sensing with the Six of Swords here, I feel that there is baggage from the past. A lot of us carry baggage from the past, and that is what makes us, that makes some sort of a shadow fall on our consciousness. That makes us doubt that, okay, so it didn't happen in the past, or something bad happened in the past, so how can I be sure that it's going to be good at this point of time? How can I be sure? This is your past baggage speaking, pile 3. Okay, the more time it takes, the more your baggage comes up, the more fears come up, the more your shadow self comes up, and you start losing your optimism. Your soul wants to tell you to put away that baggage, to put away that agenda, and live each day as it comes with optimism. You never know, it might just be that you are thinking that this thing will happen maybe in a month, but you never know, it might happen tomorrow. How do you know? Keep your focus on positivity, pile 3, is what I'm hearing. Okay, keep your focus on the sun, because the sun is actually shining at you at this point. Even if you feel it's not, your wish is granted. Affirm that, make affirmations, right? Write it down, maybe in your journal, in your notebook, wherever you can see, wherever you can affirm to yourself every day, that this is given to you, right? It has already happened somewhere in some timeline, maybe in the 5D, who knows? It's already happened. It's just going to manifest in the 3D now, right? So see from the eyes of your heart, feel, instead of using your brain, instead of letting your brain dictate why it would not happen, let your heart dictate why it should happen. Don't you think you deserve it? If you feel you don't deserve it, then you need to look at why not. But if you feel you actually deserve it, then believe it. Believe it, because it's very near, pile 3. Whatever this wish is, it's very, very near. Your wish fulfillment is very near. You are told to be optimistic. You are told to come into balance with yourself and not have not have negative thoughts during this waiting period, because there is so much happiness and joy coming at you in whatever area of life it is going to be in. There is so much of joy coming to you that I don't think are aware of the magnitude of it. I do sense you have a bit of idea about it, okay? But it's like this expectation is what is making things a little tough for you, at this time, pile 3. You are trying too hard. Give it time. You're trying too hard. Maybe you're trying too hard to manifest it. Maybe you're trying too hard to, maybe you're just, too fixated on the details. You just, something about this whole thing is telling me that you're trying too hard, and that is the reason why your scales are going off balance. You need to relax. You just need to accept that it is coming. You don't need to work so hard. I'm seeing that what is coming actually is something beautiful. Okay, this is another thing your soul wants to tell you. I'm seeing so much sunlight and yellows. This is a gateway here, and this is a gateway again. And both of these gateways, if you can see, are having these flowers here and these fruits here. So it's almost similar. It's like you're standing on the brink of a gateway to future happiness. Just a little bit more time before you hit the sunlight. There is a messenger coming here with news, or maybe it is the very thing that you are asking for, that you're wishing for. It's so near to you. It's so near to you, pile 3. You don't even know, because your focus is fixed on the sun. But it is actually coming. It's coming in your reality. It's coming in your 3D. It's your wish fulfillment. It's your joy. It's your happiness. It is coming. Indeed, it's coming fast. But you are trying too hard at this point, and your soul wants you to take a break for a while. Take a break. You don't always, every single day, be focused and manifesting and affirming and just rubbing yourself down to the ground. You know, that's not the way it works. Take a break. Take a break from whatever it is you're wishing for, because when you just flow with the current of the universe, when you go with the flow, okay, that is when you manifest things faster. When you surrender. Surrender to this optimism, surrender to the fact, without any doubt, that this dream, this goal, this wish is coming to you. And let the universe do it. You have done your work here. Okay, I'm getting very strongly, pile 3, that you have indeed done your work. It's time to take a break now. It's time to take a break, nourish yourself, balance yourself, and just make yourself ready to receive all the joy that you have ever wanted. For the joy that you have been looking for, that you have been asking for, you have done your work, and now it's time to just prepare yourself to launch yourself into this beautiful gift or wish fulfillment that is coming your way, pile 3. All you have to do is prepare yourself. That's it. Stand at the door and wait for it to come, because it is coming. Till then, nurture yourself, heal yourself, give yourself a break, don't try too hard, and balance your emotions, because you would need to be in balance when this happiness comes to you. Right? That's the best way you're going to enjoy it. It's almost like I see this as the central card. It's like, you need to be optimistic. All right? You need to be prepared and optimistic. And being optimistic is not an easy job, pile 3. Right? Because sometimes you are not. But they are asking you to not focus so much on this. Detach. Detach at this time. This will come. But you need to surrender and detach yourself at this time from the outcome of the situation. You need detachment. That's what your soul wants you to know, pile 3. You need to practice optimism and detachment at this time, and stop trying so hard. Get into balance with yourself. Look after yourself. Nurture yourself. Be ready for what is coming, because this is coming. There is no doubt about it. So if knowing that, if that is a validation for you, pile 3, then take that as a validation and relax. Look after yourself. Take that break. Go for a vacation, if you can. In these days, but just take time out. I'm getting very strongly the message of time out. All right, take time out, because this is coming. Okay, so that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Please let me know if it resonated. I love seeing your comments, and I would love to hear more comments about this picker pile as well. Okay, thank you so much and have a wonderful evening or a good day. Bye bye.